Welcome back to the show, everyone.
Thanks for joining us today.
All right, future doctors, welcome. For so many of you, the dream is clear, a seat at an AIIMS institution. But let's be real, the one question on everyone's mind is, what's it actually going to take to get there? So, in this explainer, we're going to break it all down for the 2026 exam cycle. Okay, let's dive right in.
We've got a really clear roadmap for you. First, we'll tackle that big question that's on your mind. Then, we'll dig into last year's data so we can make a solid prediction for 2026. But stick around, because after that, we're going to talk about something super important, looking beyond just the AIIMS brand to help you make some really smart choices for your future.
All right, let's just jump right into the deep end. This is it, the big question. The one that, let's be honest, probably keeps you up at night. So, what's the magic number? You know, that score you need to circle in red on your calendar. The one that'll take that dream of studying at an AIIMS and make it real. Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack.
Okay, so here's the thing. If we want to look forward, we've got to first look back. It just makes sense, right? So let's start by doing a deep dive into what exactly went down in the 2025 exam cycle.
And here's the key piece of context you need to know. The 2025 NEET exam was tough. Like, really tough. And because of that, we saw the cutoff scores drop across the board. This is super important because it sets the stage. It's our baseline for everything that comes next.
All right, let's get into the actual numbers. So, if you were in the general category in 2025, you needed a 656 to get that last seat at AIIMS Delhi. For AIIMS Jodhpur, that number was 623. And for AIIMS Bhubaneswar, it was 612. So, these are the real-world scores we're working with. This isn't guesswork. It's our starting point.
Okay, so now that we have our baseline from 2025, let's pivot to the future. This is what you're all here for, right? Let's talk about the prediction for 2026. So why are we predicting a score increase? Well, look at the trend. Think about it. 2024 was considered a pretty easy paper. Then, bam, 2025 was tough. So what's the logical next step? The expectation is that 2026 will land somewhere in the middle, a moderate paper. Not a walk in the park like 2024, but not the beast that 2025 was. And that is the key reason we expect scores to climb.
Now, to make this prediction super clear and easy to follow, we're going to group the different AIIMS into 3 tiers. You've got your Tier 1, which are the big names, the most established ones like AIIMS Delhi. Then you have Tiers 2 and 3, which are the newer institutions that are still building up their legacy. Okay, so for those top tier, Tier 1 AIIMS, we're looking at about a 20-mark jump. Let's put that in perspective. If AIIMS Delhi closed at 656 last year, your target for 2026 should be somewhere in the ballpark of 676. That's your new goal. Now, as we move to the Tier 2 AIIMS, that jump gets a little bigger. Here, you should be preparing for an increase of around 25 to 30 marks on top of whatever the 2025 cutoff was. So a bigger leap is needed here.
And finally, for the newest AIIMS institutions, the Tier 3 group, this is where we expect to see the biggest jump of all. We're talking about adding a solid 30, maybe even 40 marks to last year's scores. The competition here is really heating up.
Now, listen, I have to be really clear about this. This is super important. These numbers, they're not set in stone. They are not a guarantee. They're our best guess, an expectation based on analyzing the trends. So use them as your target, for sure. Let them guide your prep, but please don't treat them as an absolute fact.
All right, we've gone deep on the numbers, but now I want us to take a step back and talk about strategy, because honestly, this next part might be even more important than the scores themselves. It's all about thinking beyond just that shiny AIIMS brand.
And this is the question I really want you to wrestle with. Is getting into any college with AIIMS on the sign automatically the best choice for you? I mean, really think about it. Is the brand name the only thing that matters for your career?
And you don't have to take my word for it. Just look at what students are actually doing. When you dig into the preference data, you find something fascinating. A lot of top-ranking students are actually picking their top state college over some of the newer AIIMS. That should tell you something, right? So what does this all mean for you? It means it's time to talk about making smarter college choices. This is about creating a list that's based on actual quality and what's a good fit for you, not just chasing a famous name.
Let's actually break this down because it's a huge deal. Think about it. A top state college. It probably has this incredible long-standing legacy. It has a massive volume of patients coming through the doors every single day, which is absolutely critical for your hands-on learning. Plus, it has this powerful, deeply connected alumni network. Now, a newer AIIMS has the brand,
no doubt, but it might still be playing catch up in all those other areas. So it's your job to weigh these pros and cons. I mean, look at a college like SMS Jaipur. It's an amazing institution, a real powerhouse that often closes around an All India rank of 1100. For a lot of students, that's a much, much better choice than a lower tier AIIMS. And don't stop there. You should be looking at top colleges in other states through the All India quota and some of the really great central universities out there.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground. Scores, trends, brand names. So how do we wrap all this up into a simple, clear strategy that you can actually use? Here it is, your 4-step game plan. Step 1, analyze the data. Look at the trends from previous years, just like we did today. Step 2, set your target score. Use our predictions to aim high, but be realistic. Step 3, and this is the big one, research your alternatives. Do not get tunnel vision on just one name. And finally, step 4, create a smart list, a preference list that is all about quality and what is truly best for your future.
And that's the final thought I want to leave you with today. The real goal here isn't just to get into an AIIMS. The goal is to get into the absolute best medical college for you. So as you map out your plan for 2026, really ask yourself that question, because the answer, well, it might just change everything.
Want to know the secret to getting into a top MBBS university abroad without breaking the bank? Just type MBBS abroad or study abroad and send us a WhatsApp message right now. Get a free consultation call with our study abroad experts and discover lowest fee universities, NMC approved colleges, complete admission process free. Don't let confusion hold you back. Message MBBS abroad today and start your medical journey. Link in description. Hurry, limited slots available.